built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Young on the return. Showing a little burst so far. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jamar Turner ending that one.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Gun. 180. 180. 11 mighty.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Burrow setting up the play action. Khan just shy of the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
12.
Brown crosses the goal line for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 3 yards that time. They're left to figure out a 3rd and 15.
What is up?
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Now he's going to take a deep shot down the right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop!
Burrow on the play action. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Stop! Mighty! 11 mighty! Stop!
They'll air it out on 3rd. Higgins downfield, and he has it! That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
180.
The 1st down carry for Brown. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Burrow on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 180. Rise up. Stop.
Off the play fake. Burrow. Burrow's caught. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 13-0 lead. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Josh Blackwell to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Odunze's got it right side. him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Williams from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Williams to throw here, 3rd and 1. Pass brought in by Burton. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He can run it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Call it a handful on that run. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bengals 4-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4. They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11. Ready? Right up. Start.
Now shotgun handoff to Brown. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Let's get set. 11 and ready.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
What is that?
Third and short, it's Burrow. Completed to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
On one, right?
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
A gain of 4. It's now
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half.
29-yard line.
The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here at Paycor. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
11, mighty. Here we go.
They'll run again with Brown. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 80. 11. 11.
Here's Brown again. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
On one, ready?
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Gun.
Going play action here. Burrow. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
11.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Edwards. Rolling into enemy territory. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears making a 1-score game before halftime. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Young on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On 2.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
11. It's just set.
1st down, Burrow to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you can run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break.
Here we go.
And they finally get him to the ground.
Ready?
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Edwards. A lot of space ahead. Rolling into enemy territory. To the 25. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Santos now for the extra point. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Young on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big third down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. They're working a couple yards past the line. Tackle made by Von Miller.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Edwards here. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Chicago.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. He cuts to the middle. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
What is on?
We motion the tight end over. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's into the hands of Edwards. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running behind center with Edwards. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Williams set to pass. Forced out to his right. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Roll the Dudes, a touchdown. Williams has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
For the 2-point conversion.
Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off on Barrett Carter. And all he's able to do is get them a touch more space to the 4.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
38-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
180. Legs hot.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
11.
3rd and long for him here. He's got this in, incomplete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here we go.
Handoff headed left to Brown. Still has some space inside the 35. And they take this in for the score. The Bengals take a 3rd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Burrow will throw for it. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Edwards. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. A give to Edwards. It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good. Bears, first down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's a gain of 8.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
And the Bears.
They'll try the right side with Edwards. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Williams from the gun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They were let him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, as a quarterback, you got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could establish possession.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Finds Edwards underneath. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Bears.
Williams will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Stick it in the air. It's Williams. Odunze's got it right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
On the give, this is Edwards. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Young on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, to really create some indecision now defensively.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, here we go. Dad! Wide 80. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Brown on the inside give. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
God. Wide 80.
Burrow on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it fourth down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Let's get set. Wide 80. 11 MT. Tate. 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a fourth quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
It's a screenplay to Edwards. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll be first down Bears.
It's a gain of 6.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bears trail by a field goal. offense to the line. Second down. Now here's Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is to throw. Taken in by Loveland. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Bengals.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
We got the football, but not the first. That stop just shy of the marker. 4th down. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. This might be a free play for him. Complete right side. Burden has it. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. He'll look to throw it. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 5 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here he is to throw. Dumped off to his running back. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game.
Cairo Santos lining up for
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Young on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Place hot. Hot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
11.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Burrow. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
That's good.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide inside. Eleven mighty.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Bears take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?